Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. So, effectively, I steered clear of all of the advertisements for this film. I hadn't really heard of it. I knew it was doing a similar release strategy to the latest Paranormal Activity, which, if quality is any indication, not a good sign. But overall, I didn't know much about it, and I kind of left it that way. And for the screening, they decided to do this weird opening montage that, thankfully, you will not have to see before the film. That was just terrible. It wasn't funny, it was awkward, it was weird, it was gross. I hated it. And it honestly set me up for the absolute worst. And I was already expecting pretty bad with this film. But I didn't hate it. I actually thought this was a pretty alright movie. Was it a cinematic masterpiece? Hell no. Of course not. But I had a good time in the movies. So Ty Sheridan is the lead in the cast, and I thought he was fine. I didn't really get a gauge on him one way or another. He played his little safe, boring role well. So he'll probably be a pretty okay Cyclops. No better or no worse than James Marsden, though. So take that as you will. But across the board, the cast was just kind of pedestrian. I don't think anybody particularly shined or stood out as memorable in the film. Everybody was just kind of there. We did have some really fun cameos, though, one of which is Cloris Leachman, who is always very funny. Then we had Patrick Schwarzenegger, who played a minor role. You might know him from dating Miley Cyrus. He didn't show me anything special. But by far the best cameo came from Blake Anderson, who you might know from Workaholics. I thought he was hilarious. He sets the tone up perfectly. He opens the movie for us, and that opening sequence was very, very funny. If you're like me and mostly have seen absolutely nothing about this movie, it is a comedy horror film, and it does that very, very well. There are some really gruesome scenes, there are some very suspenseful scenes, but it's all mixed in with comedy. It takes things like zombies that you find scary and makes them comedic while also still making them very intimidating and scary. So as I said, the cast was blech overall, and the acting, The writing, for dialogue purposes, was not all that great, and the storyline was a little bit of a jumbled mess. But the jokes were fast, they were furious, they happened very often, and they were, for the most part, very funny. There was one too many kind of nasty humor type jokes, like poop, fart, blah, blah, blah. Kind of foolery for my taste, and some of the gags were played out a little bit too long. But overall, it is a good time at the movies. I don't want to overanalyze this. I don't want to make this review too long, because it is a competently made film that does what it sets out to do. Provide scary, funny fun for a target demographic. And I think this is going to be something that the group that loved like Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead are going to find very entertaining. So I think this will make for an enjoyable rental regardless. But if you're looking for something fun to do this Halloween weekend, I say give it a matinee shot. So, that has been my review of Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse? Have you even heard of it? And what is your favorite horror comedy? Let me know either in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!